live. Everybody can see, all right?
Okay.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Ryan at Gear Fever. I'm so stoked to get to bring to you this video. This is a very special one and very different than what I normally do here at Gear Fever. But I just want to give you a little bit of an introduction and a little bit of a disclaimer. A few months ago, right before NAMM, my friends Nicolas of Giordano Guitars and Emilio and the entire Cornerstone Pedals team flew out here, and I got to sit down with them and pick their brains about some of their products.
My first time on TV. Hello, mama.
Cornerstone actually has a guitar that they brought to NAMM that is made by Giordano Guitars, and they had their newest pedal, the Colosseuum. And this is a dual overdrive pedal. One side is a bluesbreaker inspired, the other side is a Klon inspired pedal, and it sounds really, really good. We're gonna get to hear the guitar in action. We're gonna hear the Colosseuum in action. We're gonna hear the entire lineup of Cornerstone pedals in action here. This is a really intimate and behind the scenes view of kind of what the process will look like for these two incredible builders and how these products came to be. This is an interview, so you're gonna hear and watch like an unfiltered, there's not a lot of edits. You're just gonna get to kind of sit in the room with us and hear what we heard and get to hear our conversation. So this was a real treat for me. I think it'll be a real treat for you. The Cornerstone pedals Colosseuum is, I think, out now, and so maybe you've seen some videos, but this was really cool. I got to be the first person to sit down with them. One quick disclaimer, for whatever reason, I had a shot of the entire pedal board, and the focus was going crazy the entire time. The autofocus was right on the Univibe pulsing LED. So every time that would turn on and off, the focus was getting out of whack. So you're gonna see it, and you'll notice it's going in and out of focus constantly throughout the entire video. But I think this video is really special. I had a great time. So without further ado, let's check it out. Good tones, good times. Okay, what's up, guys? This is Ryan. Welcome to Gear Fever HQ. We have some guests. We've never had guests here before, so I'm really excited. Tomorrow is kicking off NAMM 2023, and we're checking out the Cornerstone Pedalboard, but he brought some friends. So I'm gonna let you guys. Can you guys introduce yourselves?
Hi, everybody. I'm Nicolas Giordano from Giordano Guitars.
And Emilio from Cornerstone Music Gear.
Yeah, so we're gonna check out not just the pedal board, but this guitar that you built too. Can you tell us about the guitar?
Yeah.
And
basically,
what are we playing with today?
Emilio just asked me to turn his ideal dream guitar into a guitar. So that's it basically. So it's a semi-hollow, single cut kind of guitar. It has a humbucker and the P90. Yeah. So you have all the tones that you just probably going to use for the rest of your life. Yeah. Pretty straightforward. So it's a mahogany neck and body, chambered, maple top, and that's it. Bigsby.
I mean, you say that's it, but I mean, we've been talking about this guitar. Yeah. This thing, like, it's 100% hand built. No CNC. No hand relic. Everything is built.
Yeah, sure.
By you.
Nothing's fake. Even the tiniest line of lacquer checking, it's all natural. No razor blades or just compressed there just to make the paint crack. I just emulated all the things that time and sweat and playing does to a guitar in like 60 or 70 years of playing. Yeah, so,
and basically, I mean, the details are incredible. Like even from the headstock, like I love how you incorporated. I mean, I don't know how much he paid you to put his logo on your guitar, but I mean, just to get like the same.
He gave me a couple of pedals.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, but just even the shape of the headstock, how it corresponds with.
Yeah, everything has been drawn and basing myself to what Emilio likes. Yeah. I suggested him this kind of shape for the headstock just because it follows the T, the shape of the T of the headstock. And I mean, I think it's a cool one. It flows together nicely with the whole design of the guitar.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's beautiful.
I'm happy with it. even if it doesn't have my name on it. I mean, it has it on the
It's inside, right?
It's inside, but
Yeah.
that's officially a Cornerstone guitar. So
Yeah, actually, I asked Nicolas to make a guitar because, well, I love his job, how he do things, and yeah, the whole idea of making a Cornerstone guitar is not only just to expand the project that we make, but also because I believe that Nicolas makes guitars as well as we make pedals. I mean, the philosophy is just the same.
Yeah.
Putting all his passion in his guitars, and I mean, I do believe that this guitar represent pretty much the Cornerstone philosophy in making gear. You know.
Yeah. Well, it looks amazing. It feels amazing. We're gonna get to hear that it sounds amazing too.
Yeah.
So Emilio, you want to walk us through what we're looking at here?
All of our pedals, except for the Gladio actually.
I know, sad. Rest in peace. Right?
Exactly. Rest in peace. The Gladio is not in production anymore, but it's the Gladio. It cannot be not present.
Yeah.
Gone but not forgotten.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the new ones, the Imperium and the Colosseum. These are the two ones that we didn't have the last NAMM show, and
the Coliseum. This is like depending on how quickly I can get this video out, this is like a world premiere of the Coliseum here.
Exactly. This is the very first video in the world that we showed about this pedal.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy about this pedal. I was surprised about that too because that wasn't planned.
Yeah.
That wasn't planned. But on Instagram, so many people asked me to make a BB, a bluesbreaker, and a Klon. My take on those circuits. I didn't want to do that at first, actually, because the world is plenty of Klon and plenty of bluesbreakers. But as soon as I started tweaking with the circuit, I realized that there's so much to say about this.
Yeah.
So I could release something from my own perspective, and then I decided to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, super cool. So you have two brand new Cornerstone circuits in the Klon and the bluesbreaker, now together in the Coliseum in one pedal, right?
Exactly.
I love what you were just saying this before. I love in these two pedals, the two pedals that have come out in the last year, right?
Yes.
We have your take on a Klon, a bluesbreaker, a tube screamer, and
dumble.
dumble.
With just two pedals, you basically have all the four pillars,
right,
of the whole overdrive world.
Right. So you've got a lot of options, and now you can kind of mix and match them. I think one of the things that you didn't mention that is really, I think, unique about the Coliseum that you don't have in the other pedals is this one's has four jacks.
Yes.
Yes.
You can use the two sides independently and very, very easily. You don't have to open up the pedal and swap any internal switch. You just plug jacks. However you want. And that's it. As easy as that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, can we hear it?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, now, the very first thing that I want to say about the bluesbreaker side is that it's my take on it. It means that I started from the classic bluesbreaker, and then I tweaked a little here, a little there, a little here, and a little there, and I just found out that to me the bluesbreaker sounds much, much better without any clipping diodes at all.
Oh, and the original.
The original has clipping diodes in a certain type of configuration. There are pedals like the Analog Man, the King of Tone, that gives you the ability to change a lot of different configuration about clipping diodes. This pedal doesn't have any clipping diodes, so it's very simple.
Okay.
Obviously, I had to audition a number of different op amps because not all the op amps sound good when clipped.
Yeah.
But I eventually found one that was good, and then I use it. And there is four knobs.
Yeah.
So the tone, the volume, and the tone, volume, and gain are self-explanatory.
Yeah.
and then there is the clean.
Yeah, which is
the same of the Gladio SC and the same in the Imperium, obviously.
Great. I feel like that clean knob is just
The signature,
yeah,
the signature
like,
control.
yeah, that's just the sweetener, the magic knob in all your pedals. So
yeah, because it mix in the clean sound, and so you get all the attack, you get all the bottom end of the clean sound.
Yeah.
So especially if you're using a very good guitar, you can,
you want to make sure you can hear the guitar.
Yeah, exactly. You get highlights.
Yeah. So, do you mind? You want to just play around a little bit? We'll twist some knobs and then we'll move on to the next platform. That clean knob is like it's magic. It's like I feel like you really can hear it more at high gain too.
Yeah, what I like about the clean knob is that it really is a control that pays respect to the original sound that you're playing with. So your guitar.
Yeah. Also, like if you can play Nicolas, then you're always gonna sound good too. So.
No. I'm better at building them, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
So I know you tried. You have an original bluesbreaker.
I do, yeah.
Okay. So,
and the reissue that.
Yeah, and the reissue.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know what it means if you play, and then you put all at noon.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
When everything's at noon, unity gain is so far off. It's so quiet when you kick it on, and so I feel like the original, it's a classic, but my issues with it has always been it's quiet and it's really dark, and exactly. So it sounds like those are things that you might have addressed in your pedal because one doesn't sound quiet or dark here.
Yeah, if you listen to it, it has the classic bluesbreaker signature type of sound, but without the issues of a classic bluesbreaker. So the rules of put everything at 12. It should sound good. Yeah.
As a demo guy, always start with everything at noon. Yeah. If it sounds good at noon, you're
as easy as that.
Yeah, like if it sounds good there, then you're off to a good start. But if it doesn't sound good at noon, then I'm already moving on to the next.
It becomes just a set it and forget it kind of pedal when that's just one sound over there. You cannot do anything else. So
most of the time, there are so many pedals in the market right now that most of the time, the average time that is given to each pedal is like 20 seconds.
Oh, interesting. If you don't like it in 20 seconds, then you're moving on.
Yeah, especially in a music show.
Yeah,
like NAMM show where thousands of people is working
and thousands of pedals.
Thousands of pedals. So you just have to have a good sound in like 10, 20 seconds.
Those first 3 notes are really important.
Yeah.
All right.
And if you play like what you played with, this is the clean with the clean at 0, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So just play and I. gives you more volume, but also you can feel more bottom end.
Yeah.
The attack, which is like in the face.
I feel like sometimes things with like clean knobs, there are things with pedals and guitars that are more felt than heard too. But the way that it feels makes a huge difference in the way that you're able to play them. And so, I'm not the one playing, but imagine if you can feel the clean knob more than.
Just do it, man.
Yeah.
Play a few notes.
No, you got it. You got it.
So the other side.
Yeah, the other side
is the clone side.
Klon, is that a popular circuit? I don't know that one.
It's no. It's the classic clone side. Instead of the bluesbreaker, the clone is very difficult to modify. Yeah. Because it's pretty much already perfect. I mean, you just don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to make a copy, so what can I do?
Yeah.
I added these clip controls right here. It's a clip blender.
Okay.
So you can blend the original when put all the way down, all counterclockwise. It's germanium clipping.
Okay.
Or if you put all the way up, is a couple of selected silicon diodes that I choose.
Okay.
It's not a huge difference.
Yeah.
But it's a difference.
Yeah.
It's a different in clipping shape. I like it.
Yeah.
And you can blend the two.
Okay, that was gonna be my
Yeah,
question.
you can blend. Yeah, you can blend the two on whatever sweet spot you prefer. Yeah. So this is the classic.
We should start at noon, huh?
Obviously. Yeah. Just play. Okay, now, I switch from germanium to silicon. Okay, maybe just make a chord. Just make a chord. Strong chord.
Yeah, it almost feels like even a little bit more scooped with the silicone.
Yeah.
You said that it wasn't a huge difference, but I feel like you can really hear the difference between the two.
Yeah,
diodes.
yeah. It's not a dramatic difference, but it's still a difference you can hear, especially when you play.
Yeah.
Personally, I can't choose a favorite one.
No, you don't have one. Not yet. Maybe.
Not yet. Maybe it's.
Yeah, I believe it depends on what you're playing actually.
Yeah.
If you need more low end, you just have it. If not, it just sounds like your clone.
Yeah.
It's a good sound for sure.
Yeah.
So.
And this is blended at noon. Obviously, the switching system is the same as the Imperium.
So good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice one.
I feel like when you turned them both on, you could still hear the bluesbreaker and the Klon coming through. in the tone. Like you still get the like
Yeah, but-
hollowness of the bluesbreaker.
Yeah, but it doesn't get muddy or
Yeah.
undefined or.
Yeah.
It's always sharp.
Yeah.
On point.
That's what I'm always I feel like dual overdrive pedals are really hard to do well.
Yeah.
Because you can do both sides individually well, but getting them to sound really good together, only a few pedals do that. Yeah.
That's the most difficult part in making a dual channel overdrive.
Yeah. Yeah. This one sounds great, but you have an order toggle switch too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
now we were hearing the Klon pushing the bluesbreaker.
Okay.
Which, by the way, it's what would I prefer? The Klon pushing the bluesbreaker. But we can do vice versa. This is not a dramatic difference in the two pushing one or the other.
Yeah.
I just prefer to keep the bluesbreaker as last because of the clean knob.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
But yeah, I mean it's the Colosseum.
Yeah.
It's the Colosseum.
Okay. The rest of the whole board, I don't know if we want to go through and look at all of them. But all of this, everything's already available. When does the Coliseum officially come out?
I think the Colosseum will be officially launched in June.
June.
It's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, you're looking off camera for approval there. Okay, but probably this summer.
Yeah,
we'll see
absolutely.
The
Yeah, absolutely.
out there. Okay.
We just spent some time in developing this thing because this is the first pedal that the community voted for it.
Yeah. And for everyone who doesn't know the story, I love how this pedal came about. You pretty much put a poll up on Instagram and said, "What do you want me to make?" And this is what they voted on, and so you did it.
Yeah, they choose the name, the color, the type of effect, the circuits, pretty much everything. But they wanted my take on those. So they voted for everything, but I put my touch on the final product.
And just something that you can't see in the video too, but like thinking about how much love went into building this guitar and building these pedals, like I love the little details, like the texture we were talking about. The texture of this pedal is made to feel like the stone of the actual Coliseum, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It was one of the first things I noticed when I touched it. I was like, this has a unique
it's not
feel to it.
You know, it's a kind of thing that is, it's not necessary.
Right.
But
it's the little things.
You're almost ashamed to wear shoes when pressing on the pedal.
Yeah, almost.
Well, someone said God lives in the details.
Yeah.
It's so true.
That's good.
It's so true. What also now we are talking about that. The layout, you see, all the arches.
Oh yeah.
It recalls the Colosseum.
It's the little things. Okay, real quick, we've got a new player here. Who are you?
I'm Lorenzo, and I'm super happy to work with Cornerstone. And yeah, it's like the dream job for me because I can play guitar every day.
Yeah,
Lots of super cool pedals.
So you're building pedals and testing the pedals.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Okay. So are you tired of these pedals yet, or? Okay. So he's a better player.
Don't say no.
She can't say.
Yeah.
I can't.
Lorenzo's a better player than all of us, so we're gonna have him show off
It's
the
not
rest of
true.
his pedals. So.
No pressure.
What did we? So I feel like this is the other new one, right? So real quick, can you just give us the lowdown?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. So the Imperium kind of replaced the Gladio, not just because it's better, but because I felt that we needed to make a step forward than the Gladio, and the Imperium is just putting together the two single pedals that we already had, and because I believe that the Gladio SC and the Antique are very good together, very good as a single pedals, but they are great together.
Yeah.
So the Imperium is just as simple as that. Gladio SC and Antique put together
Yeah.
in one box.
And you've got the order toggle switch
Yes.
too, so you can put them
Exactly.
either way. And okay, let's hear it. So this is the antique side,
Yep.
which is your TS style.
John Mayer tuned
Yeah.
screamer.
Here, we'll turn your knobs for.
Okay.
That's why we got you to play. Oh yeah, that sounds. How's the guitar?
Super cool.
Yeah.
Super easy to play. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's move on.
Nicolas is a master.
Yeah, seriously.
So 2 words about the Aquarium. The Aquarium is our take on the classic Univibe sound.
Yeah.
But without, again, like the bluesbreaker, without the issues of the classic vintage Univibe.
Yeah.
Such as drop in volume, drop in tone, drop in volume, especially when you speed up the LFO.
Yeah.
Because of low input impedance, low output impedance, high output impedance,
Right.
and stuff like that. So you have the classic signature vibe sound with a more complete feature set, and without the issues of a classic vibe.
Yeah.
So you have a master volume control where the unity volume is around noon. Okay, so you can also push the output a little bit. LFO intensity, tone, master tone. You have 2 independent speed controls, and you can choose. You can set the 2 independently, and you can choose the one you want to use with this one.
So I've always looked at that as like almost a preset. Like you kind of switch between like a fast and a slow or something like that. How have you used the 2 speeds?
I would use the first speed like around here, and the second faster,
Okay.
switching with a slow inertia
Okay.
between the two. So
it's
you have
like a
that kind
Leslie.
of you have the kind of Leslie feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also there is a mix control. The mix control is like, how do you want to mix your dry, clean sound with the vibe? Normally you have the chorus and vibe and vibrato mode,
Right.
which is pretty much the same. But if you put the mix all the way up in mix mode here,
Yeah.
it's like the chorus mode.
Okay.
Because you have the dry and the vibe together.
Yeah.
If you only have the if you just want the vibe,
The
you
wet.
put the wet.
Yeah.
You put in blend mode here, the B, and put the mix all the way up because it goes from full dry to full wet.
Okay.
Instead, in mix mode, the dry is always there, and the
You're adding
you're adding
yeah.
the vibe on top of it.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
All right.
I feel like that's a good explanation. Maybe that's that
Yeah.
is less intuitive than
Yeah.
a drive pedal
Obviously.
controls. Yeah.
Let's hear it. Now we are in mix mode, so if you put the mix all the way down, it's just the dry, clean. Right? If I put in blend, you see the pitch variation?
Yeah.
That's because it's only wet.
Yeah, just the way, yeah. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
It has lots of volume. If you crank it.
I love that ramp down
Yeah.
into the next.
Yeah.
I love it. It gives you that kind of Leslie feel. If you push it with the bluesbreaker, the cool thing about the mix knob is that you can just add a little bit of vibe of the overall sound and just
gives a little bit of movement.
just a
It's
little
very
bit of
subtle.
movement.
Yeah. Great for like I do swells. I do
Yeah.
swells all the time, like at church. Like I feel like it just gives it more texture.
Yeah.
Yeah, with reverb it's like
Oh,
huge. Also, we have the tone control. If you put the tone control all the way down, it's like
A vintage unit.
a vintage
Yeah,
unit.
okay, yeah. Like even at its max settings, it never feels like out of control.
Yeah.
Too, which
Yeah.
is nice. Yeah.
You know, Univibe, I believe they are a weird kind of a beast because many people think that Univibe are just usable if you play in a Hendrix cover band.
Yeah. Right.
I believe that it's not like that. But obviously, if you want to play modern music, you you just can't accept the classic vintage univibe issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, for example,
Yeah.
they have to be contextualized. If you're using a vibe pedal, a vintage vibe pedal, and you play in an Hendrix cover band, if you're using a
It's
Marshall
Right.
stack,
Yeah.
Right.
you can do it.
Yeah.
It's part of the sound.
Right.
All right. Okay. But if you're using a vintage univibe, and also you're using modern pedals,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
They don't mesh well.
Yeah,
Always.
they
Yeah.
don't match well, and the pedals they aren't. They will not sound like they are supposed to.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. For
good
example,
to-
if you if you put a classic vintage univibe in front of your pedalboard, you will notice a volume drop.
Yeah.
So all your pedals will not sound the way they are designed to.
Yeah.
So you have to compensate on those pedals.
Yeah.
And
You
the
also,
tone is going to become darker.
Yeah.
yeah, so you also have to modify the control on the amplifier
Yeah.
a little bit.
Uh-huh.
But that's not right.
Yeah.
Does it
Yeah.
make sense?
We have enough tools and resources to fix those things
Yeah.
now, right? So we don't need to live with those issues anymore.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up. How can we get in touch with? How can we find you? How can we find you? And then we'll get you back on here to so people know where to find you guys.
Yeah, well, you can find me and us
On
on Instagram,
on
Cornerstone
Facebook,
Music Gear, on Facebook. Oh, on Facebook there is
and at the NAMM show tomorrow.
yeah, obviously at the NAMM show tomorrow. On Facebook we have a very special thing. It's called Cornerstone Community Group. It's a Facebook group.
Yeah.
So that everyone that has or just want to have a Cornerstone pedal, they can join the group, and we discuss about a number of different things,
Yeah.
pedals,
Yeah.
stuff.
Awesome. You got a website?
Yep,
Cornerstone.
CornerstoneMusicGear.com.
Okay, great. So if you're interested in any of these, reach out to them there. Also, they have tons of dealers all over the world, right? So you can find their pedals. So
Hundreds.
it's good. Hundreds.
Hundreds of dealers.
It's a lot.
And follow Giordano Guitars.
Yeah, let's get you back up here
Yeah.
so you can plug whatever it is you need to plug.
You can find me, my guitars, and my work on Instagram and Facebook on Giordano Guitars. So yeah, you should see also this one
Yeah.
in the future after NAMM.
Yeah,
In
and you've got
great
you've,
detail. So
you've got a couple different models too, so not just this one. You want to
yeah, no,
tell us real quick.
this is a special one I designed and built for Emilio. This is not something that you can modify too much. Maybe when it's available to order, you can change maybe the color.
Yeah.
You can remove the Bixby. But yeah, that's it. That's a model on its own. It's just Emilio making his dream guitar available to people. On the other side of things, for what I do for my living and not
Yeah.
just for working for Emilio, I build all kinds of vintage inspired stuff. So yeah, it could be something like a Tele, Strat, or Les Paul, my original designs. So yeah, everything aged by hand. And what's nice to see on my pages on Instagram or Facebook is that, you know, I work almost every day apart now, which, you know,
Yeah.
we are on vacation. I work every day and I post every kind of step,
Yeah.
of building step of
Yeah.
the guitar.
So for sure, check them both out because they both have incredible stuff. I'll leave a link wherever you're watching this so that you can do that. So thanks so much for
Thank you.
coming and
Thank
showing
you.
off your
Thank
stuff.
you. Thank you.
And if you're coming to NAMM, make sure
Thank
to check
you
them out. And
for having
you're
us here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. Awesome.
Good. See you guys.
Ciao.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.